Is it making the egg sac or what is it doing?
I think it's still making it.
With the lights off, I see it moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
That's very interesting. I can see the silk coming out.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. At least not this clearly.
She goes around and around.
What kind of spider?
Let me see. Yeah, we can check later. Not sure. It looks like one of those wandering spiders.
Does that help any? Or you just don't know this one?
Mandibles look like the wandering ones, the wandering spider.
Peruvian wandering?
They look like the Peruvian. With the infrared, right?
Mm. The light helps to brighten it up because part of your normal daylight spectrum will include infrared. But at this range, we might be able to turn out all the lights and still see her. Yeah, the eyes show up really good. Now, if you've got an infrared light, you can't see it and the animals can't see it, but it'll supplement what we've got. Oh, wait, she stopped. Maybe she can see that infrared light. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah, she stopped immediately.
Yes. Of course, it could have been the click that she heard.
Yeah, that too. Because now she's
working again.
Yeah, she's working.
But you can see that there's not any light at all out there for you and I.
Yes, absolutely.
But the camera has no trouble. At this range anyway. Now if that spider were a couple of 100 meters away, that'd be something that I couldn't show up without a massive searchlight, you know. Well, have you seen enough?
Yeah.
Okay. The Brazilian wandering spider is the most venomous spider in the world. As a matter of fact, this spider is said to kill more people in some areas of the Amazon than venomous snakes do. A few years ago, if I was asked what the most venomous spider was, I would have said the Sydney funnel web spider, but apparently I would be wrong about that.
I hope I never get bit by one of these deadly spiders. I'm Adam, and you're watching the Epic Wildlife Series.
The Brazilian wandering spider, also known as the armed or banana spider, is considered the world's most venomous spider by the Guinness Book of World Records. They are found in tropical regions of Central and South America and are called wandering spiders because they roam the jungle floors at night. During the day, they reside in termite mounds, under rocks and logs, or in banana plants. Sometimes they're even found in bananas harvested and shipped around the world. The Brazilian wandering spider has a distinctive reaction when threatened. They stand up while putting their front legs in the air and rock from side to side. Their venom has a neurotoxin which can cause breathing problems and loss of muscle control, along with inflammation and intense pain. The result can be paralysis and asphyxia, a potentially fatal lack of oxygen to the body. Priapism, an uncomfortable and long-lasting erection, can also occur, which has led scientists to study their venom for possible uses in erectile dysfunction treatments. Brazilian wandering spiders tend to be found around human habitation and inject venom into 9 out of 10 of their bites. Coupled with their tendency to hide in dark places such as houses, cars, and in boots, they have earned the title of the world's most deadly spider.
Now, spiders don't always come out on top. This little lizard is an anole. You can find them in the southern parts of the United States. Sometimes it's called an American chameleon. In any event, this little lizard is having spider for lunch. This next scene was taken on the wharf, right outside the lodge, and it's of the area where our boats launch from. And one of the things that you're going to notice, I think, is that every once in a while there's an explosion of little fish that come out. That indicates that there's a predator of some kind down there in the water, and the fish are jumping out of the water in order to get out of its way. Now, I figure you're probably thinking piranha, but the reality is that piranha are hardly the most vicious fish, most dangerous fish in the Amazon. No, indeed, everything eats piranha for lunch. Man eating fish. In fact, more people are probably killed by large catfish while they're in swimming than they are by piranha. And incidentally, there is no case that has been verified of piranha actually killing people. Eating them, yes, but killing them is a slightly different question. They could have had a heart attack or something else had killed them, and then the piranha are scavenging the body. What the locals said was scaring the fish was a type of barracuda, commonly called a vampire fish because of the 2 lower fangs, that is, the fangs on the lower jaw. They're rather impressive looking, don't you think? Despite all those fearsome fish being in the river, there doesn't seem to be a big problem. Kids are all the time swimming in the water, and that doesn't seem to cause any difficulty. One of the things that I wanted to see while I was down in this area was the walking palm. Actually, I've seen them before. They're said to walk by extending their roots and then retracting or withering away other roots. And over a period of time, years usually, they're said to be able to move a number of different meters. Some people say a meter a year, some people say 80 meters a year. It's a big difference, really. My guide says every time that they hear someone coming, they stop moving.
Here we are next to a very peculiar species of palm, commonly referred to as the walking palm or the stilt palm. Now, the palm family is also strongly associated with the tropics, as it only exists in this habitat. There are hundreds of species of palm around the world, about 24 of them exist here in Costa Rica, and some are very tall, they can get all the way up into the canopy, others exist all the way down on the forest floor. This particular palm is unique in its root structure. A palm tree inside the trunk, if you were to take a cross section, will look like a package of straws. They hold gallons and gallons and gallons of liquid, which is why palms are often used for palm wine as well, where a tree will be cut down and drained slowly over a course of about 2 weeks and fermented for drinking. This palm species is unique because it has the ability to walk through the forest. These long roots that come out from the trunk serve as anchors and tentacles that will direct the movement of the tree towards the light. So, as we mentioned before, all the plants in the forest are in constant competition for light. And they all have different ways of competing. Some of them grow really fast up towards the canopy, and others, like this palm, actually adjust their position in the forest to be able to move left or right. This specific species has been known to grow up to 1 meter in any given direction during the course of a year to capture the most light that it can. You can see behind me here there's also an opening in the canopy, a light gap if you will, and this tree is probably now trying to move into that light to capture as much as it can.
Tonight we're going frogging, but not so much for this chorus toad which you hear. We're going to be going for a much bigger frog. This one usually makes the noise whoop whoop, and so sometimes it's called a whoop frog. But the more proper name is a smoky jungle frog. And when it gets caught, and we will try to catch it tonight, it makes a scream. Some people say the scream sounds like a cat, and some people say it sounds like a woman. It happens that there's a smoky jungle frog right at the lodge, at the water tower. That him? That's him? Yeah, he's nice and big. Now what I want to do is I want to make him talk. Can you catch him? Okay, now he's got 5 fingers, right? Should have 5.
Yes.
And he's got a spur on his hand somewhere. Do you know where the spur is?
It has only 4 on the hands, fingers. So that could be the spur,
Okay,
right?
yeah, it could be.
Because in the legs it has 5.
Yeah. And
He's screaming.
he's not saying nothing.
Don't you have anything to say?
Apparently not.
It's big, isn't it? See?
He's all quiet.
He won't eat you. Don't worry. Okay.
He's got really big arms.
Yes.
And I understand that those are for holding on to the females with.
Yes.
He's very calm right now.
Yeah.
He's not struggling.
See?
Yeah. I think he likes you. Okay, well, if that's all he's going to do, we might as well let him go.
Well, run away, I think. Oh, it's not moving.
I told you, he likes you.
Maybe play more like